good? What's good? Oh, just noticed the camera got tilted. Oh, should be good. How's everybody doing? R.I.P. Avenger was good. So that's the game that lived. Then you just gotta believe in it. If you blink 32 times, hold your breath for 10 seconds, and make a wish, Avengers will appear. What's good, everybody? Man, is it? Here, hold on, one sec. Give me a sec. There we go. Shenanigans, streaming shenanigans, but we are officially back on Avengers, the game that refuses to die. It officially delists at the end of this month, but if you still want to pick it up, you still got a chance to pick it up. You definitely want to pick this game up because in a few years, people are going to be a lot more kind to it than when it was actually getting development. And the price of it is probably going to skyrocket a bit, for physical copies and all of that because, licensing issues and all of that. So you definitely want to pick it up just to be able to say you got a piece of history and you got a chance to, check it out and actually get a hands-on because actually once you play it, it's not the worst thing ever. It's not the worst thing ever, but a lot of the complaints, a lot of the criticisms were valid, but, there's still something to enjoy underneath all of that. But, here we are playing Avengers. Like I said, you guys asked for it. I told you guys I'd make some time to come hang out and play. We got some time to get a couple OLTs and stuff in. As you can see, I'm in desperate need of a haircut. My barber just made it back in town, so I'm looking to link up with him later this evening and get clean for the weekend, holiday weekend, and all of that good stuff. But, before we get into strike teams and all of that stuff, let me do a quick shout out. Big shout out to Sadat the Gamer. I know if you love Spider-Man or you exist on YouTube gaming in any capacity, you know exactly who he is. He's probably sent you a bedazzled do-rag or something in the mail. The all-father of the do-rag. My podcast co-host, man, love that dude to death, and I am so proud of the success he's been enjoying on YouTube. He definitely has Spider-Man YouTube gaming in a headlock right now. Sony just showed him some love, sending him that care package. Big shout out to my dude Sadat. Big shout out to my other co-host Jay Shockblast doing big things over there with Starfield. But definitely want to show some love to you other guys who just showed up in the chat, my subscribers, the people who rock with me since I decided to start doing video game, coverage and streaming and things like that. We got Hansa. I can barely see your name, but big shout out to Hansa for showing up and coming through. Deloading, players, hell of a name, players. What's good? Bomani the guy, Mark Beasy, what's good? Truly, Champagne Poppy, what's good, bro? Spider Slayer, Kev Lowry, Disney 95, Mini Cardi, Ferris Bueller in the house. Hey, I was just watching your movie not too long ago. We got King, Justin, DJ in the house. And yeah, guys, if as always, you know how we roll over here. If you want to get in the strike team, just join up. If we're not already friends, it's Casual Avenger 87 over on PlayStation. We can, carry, through whatever you guys decide to play. Don't worry about your build. Don't worry about, anything. Just, sit back and I got you. Jump in the backpack. Who else we got? We got Bulls for life, no doubt. I got the LA fitted on today, but you already know it's Chicago over here. Prezel Hutchison, the Space Con, what's good? Eric Gamins, Farms 21, what's good, bro? Always rocking with me. I appreciate that. Calvin Cooper, Bill, Callow Black, Focus, Luke Brown, Flashy Fast, and I think I got everybody. I sent you some deep dish, bro. It's funny. The spot I was going to take Jay to, the pizza spot out here, is a spot called Uno's. I haven't been there in years, and I was going to take Jay there, but I couldn't get away from work while he was out here. But I ended up going there for a birthday, get together not too long ago. Pizza was trash, bro. They completely fell off the map. I don't know if ownership changed hands and they lost the original recipe in the process or something. But the pizza was absolute, like, as you say, dog water. And I was like, oh man, I'm glad I didn't bring Jay here. He would have put all kind of dirt on Chicago. Like, oh nah, don't listen to Casual when it comes to pizza. Absolute trash. What's good, Bill? You got to go online. I do got to go online. Appreciate that. All right, I'm officially online. Feel free to hop in that strike team. Again, Casual _ Avenger 87. Hit me up. What's good, Terrence? Same thing happened to Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut is still passable. They definitely, they aren't hitting like they used to be. Like going to Pizza Hut in the 90s was the vibe. But it's like they'll still do. Domino's, I can't rock with Domino's. No shame on them or anything like that. No, shout out to you if you enjoy Domino's. I just can't get with it. I would put them, under Little Caesars. I really want to visit the Shire or possibly live there. I wouldn't advise living there. Visiting, yeah, pop through. Hit me up if you get in town. I can show you some spots that's nice. A couple rooftop restaurants, things like that. I'm at a point in my life where I don't kick it cheap anymore. So it's like I can show you the finer sides of Chicago. But, like I said, living there, I don't know. If you got money to live well and comfortable, I would say, consider it, something to consider. But they definitely tax in Chicago. Like it's definitely cheaper states to live in that you can still enjoy. But like I said, guys, don't hesitate to hop in the strike team. Let me see if Cap Tay wants to play. I know he's him and man playing Turtles. That's what's up. Let's see if we can get him off of those Turtles and over into Avengers. And yeah, Craig said he wanted to play. I don't know. I don't think that's Craig that I know. But yeah, like I said, we got possibly 1.5 spots open. How long you gonna be on? At least for the next hour and a half. So like I said, I'm gonna try to keep the content short, so we'll only be running like OLTs and stuff like that. But like I said, if the demand's there, we can always pop back on. I might even be on later tonight. We can do some raids or something tonight. See if I can. I know not many people still have this game even on their system. Like the second development stopped, they immediately deleted this off the system. But like I said, I'll see who I can scrounge around. See who we can find that's still doing raids and stuff like that, like from the elite part of the community. Like Infamous Legacy. Man, I'm forgetting his name. Yeah, I've been off the scene for a minute. You gotta forgive me, but yeah, I can reach out, see who's still around. If you're not from here, Chicago, don't move here. You'll be completely out of your comfort. That's what I'm saying. Is Chicago come in many shades and colors. So it's like, if you're going to the hood, like I don't think you can just pop up in any city and go to the hood and be all right. Like you might want to have a cousin or a friend out there to show you where to go, where not to go. So it's like I wouldn't advise just popping up in any city's hood. But like the suburbs or downtown, it's like those are tourist attractions for the most part anyway. So like going on the Gold Coast, you'll primarily be okay. But like the neighboring suburbs and stuff like that, that's fine. If that's what you mean by going to Chicago, that's good. Lewis, what's good? Hop in the strike team, bro. If you still have this on your system, I know you probably made room for that 98 gigs of Spider-Man 2 that's coming soon, but if you still got it on your system, hop in. Brownstone, what's good? As you can see, the game is not dead. Well, let me see. Let me try something real quick. Try to matchmake. See if we can fill up the team like that. I never actually deleted. I can join. Oh, hop in, Lewis. Hop in, bro. You can carry. So I can talk to the lovely people in chat while you carry the whole shebang. Yeah, I just been hanging out, watching people enjoy gaming. A lot of people having fun with the Starfield release. I was checking out Slip and Jay Shock Blast. I know Bob Duck and Weave is streaming Starfield. Damn, I'm blanking on everybody's names, man. I'm blanking on everybody's name. But, you know, tons of people. Cage SMG, he's streaming Starfield. Not streaming, but he's just he's playing that as well. I think he's just starting to upload. What we got? But can't wait until Spider-Man 2. Man, 100%. I've been you know, playing Spider-Man and Spider-Man Miles Morales. You know, just getting back familiar with, you know, playing and all of that. And it's like I am beyond hyped for playing that game once it drops next month. Yeah, I was about to say, like, I don't even know what event is on this week. So what's this? Riskaya Protocol, because I was about to say, like, is this the Red Room or something? Like, what is happening? Riskaya Protocol. Man, this game definitely went out sad. We didn't get any new events. We didn't. I mean, let me see. Let me see if I can show you the last new thing we got, which is like bittersweet, because it's like I'm glad that they threw it in there, but at the same time, it's like it's just it sucks. It sucks that, you know, you couldn't actually get a new character, but this is the last new thing that you got for this game, and it's like that was tough. What's good, Guggenbanger? How you doing, bro? Haven't played in months. That's my excuse if I do bad. Hey, it's all love over here. Like I said, I can, you know, switch back. You know, I honestly can, whatever we run, I can pretty much carry with whoever I get. It's Avengers. The only thing that can stop me is the bugs. There we go. All right, let's see if we can matchmake for that fourth and final member of the strike team. Do a quick OLT. OLT. Boomer, we booming out here. Can we run the OLT MODOK? Yeah. Let me try something real quick. Let me see if we can fill up the strike team. Oh, we got Captain. All right, so we don't even have to do matchmaking. All right, we can back out of this.
Nice to see you guys too.
What's good, Tay? All right, let me switch my audio. There we go. All right. Dragonheart Yo with the 5. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, Yobi. All right. Where am I going? This map concept was always crazy. It's like, what are we doing? You got me. I thought we were getting new content. Oh man, that wasn't my intent. I wish we was getting new content. I wish. Definitely appreciate that 5 though. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna run with Iron Man. I'll switch over to Hulk. All right, whenever you guys are ready. What's good, Fetty? How you doing? Like I said, as you can see, we back on this game that refuses to die. I was just talking. I had a stream going not too long ago talking about you know, when we could see another Avengers game pop up, and I still think there's a lot, you know, studios can learn from, you know, this Avengers game. Like a lot of things you could take away from it and build from in another game or in a future game. But it's like, this is the craziest game I've ever, you know, played, followed. All of that stuff is like, this is just one crazy game. All right, who we got in the strike team? We got Jane, Winter Soldier, and is that Hawkeye? Or yep, Hawkeye. I'm still definitely in for a new Avengers game. We'll get one eventually. You know, it's still a massive IP, and I think, you know, some studio is going to try to take a chance on it. I don't know if multiplayer or like live service is the route they're going to go. I actually have a video playing talking about like how live service games in general has impacted superhero gaming or multiplayer gaming, because it seems to be kind of like a death wish at this point. Like, if you attach live service to your game, you and that and 30 frames per second. Those are the two things that are really putting superhero gaming in a stranglehold at this point. And, you know, single player, story driven, you know, superhero games are thriving. And it's like, I appreciate multiplayer, you know, games, and, you know, being able to team up in superhero games, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how much of that is just how, you know, studios are mishandling, you know, things on that end, or, you know, fans just genuinely not being on board with it. You know, clearly there are people who are fans of that style of content, but a lot of people are, you know, just disparaging that style of gaming at this point. So it's like, do you know, continue to roll the dice on stuff like that?
I can see an entrance. You're gonna have to get rid of those guys first. Morella?
Yeah, it's like, you know, but despite its flaws, this is 100% a beautiful game. It came a long way from where it started. So like what we got at the on launch day, or you know, from the early previews of this game, you know, early access and stuff. This is I'm not gonna say very different, because you still got a decent amount of bugs, you know, present in the game to this day, but they managed to make it somewhat stable, somewhat, you know, playable consistently. And given the fact that it wasn't originally designed to be a multiplayer, you know, online game, I commend them for it. But, you know, the idea to make it multiplayer, you know, halfway through development is crazy. Comic Geek, what's good, bro? It's been a while. Yeah, my streaming schedule got all kind of wacky, but I'm getting back to a place where I can kind of do stuff. Matter of fact, I just realized I'm home on a Friday. I'll be on the After Show podcast tonight. I'm going to get a haircut after we stream this for a bit, and then I should be cleaned up to do the After Show podcast tonight. So if you guys want to hang out there, I'll link that on the community tab. Just, you know, I don't even know what we're gonna be talking about over there today. I'm just happy to be showing up. Let's go, After Show Cast, yes sir. Man, I hate that I can't be there consistently. Like I'm telling you, like, just kicking it with those dudes is the funniest stuff ever. the literal funniest stuff. Like, alone they make one of the best duos on YouTube, and, you know, the fact that, you know, they thought I would be a good fit with them, you know, I was down for it. But legit, two of the coolest people. It's crazy because they get so much unnecessary hate, bro, from just random people in random places. You literally can't find, you know, you would be hard pressed to find nicer people on any platform. Like, Jay is legit one of the nicest people in gaming. Wait, like, as big as he is, like, as big as he is, you know, as far as success, he's legit one of the most humble people I've ever come across. And Sadat, like, that dude is just, he doesn't get enough credit. And I'm glad to see people are starting to, you know, really kind of throw him a couple bones, because he's had his head down and just grinded the entire time. And, you know, no matter what he's covering, no matter what game he's talking about, he's going to be one of the big dogs covering it. So it's like, he's definitely going to be one of the people on his way to 100,000 or 1 million subscribers in the near future. And I wish him nothing but the best. What am I doing? I'm talking to you guys, and I'm just doing stuff. The Hulk is just running around. Didn't mean to jump that far.
Transporting.
It's all good. But yeah, it's like,
Exposed on stealth.
I hate that most of this game's history and conversation will always be what we didn't get and what could have been versus praising what we did get. But it's like, man, it's too big of an IP. We left a lot on the table, and they definitely went out sad with not delivering on a lot of the content that people were expecting, like no patrol mode, no Captain Marvel expansion, you know, things like that. No War Machine, no She-Hulk, and it's crazy. What's up, Jenkin McMillan? Long time no see. I've been around, bro. I'm back in the mix. If you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. If you haven't already, drop a like. It definitely helps the channel. And if you haven't been catching any of my recent streams or videos, I'm officially back. I've been trying to be more consistent, you know, since taking a break. And, you know, I'll definitely be in the mix. You know, starting to cover Spider-Man news, you know, just talking about Spider-Man 2 in general, but, you know, I've been playing a lot of stuff. I'll take C. Let's see what we can do down here. Come with me.
Input accepted. Reset countdown initiated.
Alright.
In. Expect countermeasures. Team always has a backup plan.
Which bioscanner did you just activate?
Good question. System reset. Merging terminal.
Lack of communication. Avengers is boring. Are they still shutting down the Marvel's Avengers game? Not shutting it down, but they are ceasing development. So it officially loses development at the end of this month.
Only person Monica
Honestly, they kind of officially stopped development around April because they haven't did any like even minor updates on this game.
Input accepted. Reset countdown initiated.
We'll see.
Expect countermeasures. Team always has a backup plan.
All right, waiting on you guys. Get on your button.
Good question.
Let's go green.
DNA
You go.
accepted. Please proceed. Levine, robo-dudes up ahead.
All right, let's go.
Identify.
Easy peasy. Like I'm telling you, like I can argue this. I can sing this game's praises, you know, endlessly if I wanted to, and I could also, you know, just list off all of the crazy criticisms you can hurl at it. So it's like I try to stay in the middle. So it's like I definitely have criticisms about what happened with this game, but I also understand people really did work hard and they did have good intentions behind a lot of what they did. They just didn't have money because of, you know, bad marketing decisions and bad branding decisions and business decisions, you know, before the game even got here. But, you know, it is what it is at this point. I played this OLT a little bit. It was hard, gave up after the first 2 tries. Well, if you can get in the strike team, I can carry it. You know, it's really not hard. It's just you, you know, get on the platforms at the same time and then press the buttons. Well, you honestly don't even have to be synced up to do all of that stuff. If you got Kate Bishop, you can do it by yourself.
We'll follow your lead.
Yeah, let me switch it up. You got all the skins. It's, you know, well, you don't have all the skins because they, you know, stuff like this, man, you just can't get right. Like, the game is going, and it's like you never see this stuff on the game. Like I used to check when, like, after the game first not shut down, but after the last update, I used to just check, you know, just hop on, you know, just to see, you know, what's going on with the helicarrier vendor to see if you can get any of these skins that's behind that wall. You literally have to play with the date on your system to actually get those skins available, and it's crazy. It's been 5 months since the last update, and people are still saying dead game. Yes, we know, but that doesn't mean we can't still play. That's one of the big bonuses of this game. You can still play it. You can still play it. You cannot still play Marvel Heroes officially, although fans are working on bringing that back for you. He's almost dead already. I don't even know what my build is with this Hulk at this point. But he's definitely almost out of there. Okay, what's that? Get out of here. Vision Flare, what's good? Jay the Computer Expert, what's good? Craven. Like this cutscene, like the jankiness, the lack of polish and all of that stuff, people shaking around, the redundancy of them revealing the Winter Soldier at the end of this, like we hadn't already had him, is Lord knows, like Lord knows what was going on over there. The jankiness and the lack of polish, that's literally because they didn't have any money to put into this. So it's like you got a few people literally working on this and trying their best to get this out the door, you know, at the time frame they decided on. Like, I'm telling you, if you knew how few people actually worked on the Winter Soldier, like, that's a miracle, man. You're watching right there. The fact that he's even functional is a miracle, given the lack of how many people actually played. I mean, actually worked to develop him.
That lab.
Thanks for your help.
And it's stuff like that is why it's like I can't completely just get down on the game, because it's like there were people working really hard to give you the few things we did get. And I know that's, you know, lack of funds and lack of resources is the reason, you know, we didn't get more. And it's like, you know, ultimately it's just sad because it didn't have to be that way. It's just terrible decision making across the board. You know, I'm looking in the champion system. They pulled a Frankenstein when it came to them giving us Winter Soldier, 100%. And it's crazy because we had a complete shift in perspective. Like before his release, before Jane's release. Well, I would say before his release, because most people were at the very least like, okay, we understood with Jane, there's only so much you can do with her character. You know, she's already just essentially Thor. You know, she's just a female Thor, and there's only so much variety you can do with that. So it's like we kind of gave him a pass. And with the Winter Soldier, it's like you have a bit of room to be, you know, unique with that character, and then it's like, we don't have the money and we have to reuse assets that's available, and it's like, yikes. But, you know, there we go. I guess we can run another cloning lab, I guess. It's like I want to try somebody else out, but I'm tempted. I might do Thor. I guess I'll do Thor. What are we rocking? Now that we got all the fits. Like I remember when when I saw this in the game, I instantly bought this. I was like, bro, I gotta have it. We got the Odin, the would-be Odin. I wanted this one for the longest time. I couldn't push go on paying for it, so it's like, all right. Actually getting it for free was a plus. Mixed feelings on this one, I guess. We can go classic. That's another one that I like. Like before I started buying skins, which one was my go-to? This was my go-to. Like this was my favorite skin for Thor before I started buying stuff. There we go. We can ready up. So we got 2 Thors, a Widow, and a Spider-Man. Let's see if we can do it in under 10 minutes. Yeah, we can pull that. Let's see how much damage your Widow putting out there. if they stop delaying and put effort into actual skin and no reskins, the amount of characters we could have gotten.
Long story short, she
Like,
this island.
you know, that's what I'm saying is like this game went through so many revisions even while it was, you know, released. Like once it was post-launch,
This is gonna be tough.
they didn't know what they wanted to do with skins. They didn't know what they wanted to do with like the fabrication pattern machine and stuff, which still is useless at this point. You didn't get loadouts, even though it's literally here. You can interact with it, but if you press it, nothing happens. And it's like that's a waste of money and time and hilarious. Like honestly, it's hilarious when you have conversations about it, you know, with the developers, because it's like you would think talking to them would make things a lot clearer. It really only made it more confusing. Like, and I'm talking about like lead people on the project, so it's like these are people with a lot of say-so on where things go with the project, and it's just we don't know what kind of game we have. Like we don't know what this game is or what it's going to be or what it should be. And it's like financially the bread and butter would have been, you know, the single player content. So the operations and campaigns, that's the money maker. That's the stuff they should be charging for. So if you're gonna get the characters for free, at least charge for the campaigns. You know, like that was my logic on it. And you know, so paying for campaigns, paying for skins, that should be enough to fund most of the development you need for this kind of game. It shouldn't have been a live service because they literally had no game plan to do that. Like something you play every day, and we, you know, keep it fresh with new events and villains and heroes and stuff like that. They didn't have a full idea for that stuff. And you know, calling your game a live service game is like you set certain expectations for it that you weren't ready to meet. Versus something like Dragon Ball Kakarot. It's not a live service game, but they're still, you know, delivering really good content for that game years after its release that people are enjoying. So the content comes out when it comes out. No one is harassing them about what's next. And you know, when you don't have live service, you know, hanging over the head of your game, you don't have those kind of problems. So you can take as much time as needed to develop the content and charge people for it once it gets here. And you know, that's just how things go. You know, Fortnite, you know, they know how to keep the ball rolling with the live service side of things. So it's like if you're not in the capacity to do something like that, it's like, you know, you might want to rethink your strategy beforehand, which is what I think they're doing right now for the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. I feel like they went back to the drawing board, but you know, at the same time, we've seen games try to change halfway through development. You're playing one, yeah, it's like, I don't know.
Sarah, you're up.
You know, when they announced that they're going to be giving content away for free while being a live service game, I'm like, we just did this, guys. We just read this chapter. Like, what are we doing? But who knows? You know, maybe they got the recipe over there. You know, let's see what they're cooking, I guess.
Nice work, everyone.
I really think they should have delayed the game for another year. It wasn't up to them. You know, and you know, with the team that was the things that was going on behind the scenes for this game is like, I can't even say another year of development would have helped much, outside of probably getting a little more content, you know, post-launch content prepared. Outside of that, so Spider-Man might have been a little more polished. Spider-Man possibly could have had some actual content arrive with him. That's about it, because they didn't have, you know, the characters they had, you know, lined up to go next. Like, they weren't really doing anything for him. So it's like She-Hulk, you know, the Winter Soldier, War Machine, it's like they were being designed, but they weren't actually being worked on. Like, there was no real development being done. So it's like, I don't know how much another year helps with a misdirected team.
Another one.
So it's like we really don't know what we're doing or what we want to do. Bro, honestly, I legit forgot what the hell we was even playing for a second. Like, is this a hive mission? Like, what are we doing? Is this a villain sector? Like, I didn't know what we were doing. And that's the problem. Like, these buildings, you've been fighting in these same environments for the longest time. And it all just kind of runs together.
Everything's in order. Theo's on standby.
What's good, Blue
All you have
Lion?
to worry about is getting
Great seeing you back on stream. You've been missed. Man, I've definitely missed you guys. This definitely, you know, is a vibe. You know, just chilling out, talking, sharing thoughts and all that good stuff.
Should be a blowout.
I'm still annoyed that we were so close to getting She-Hulk to the point that we knew her voice actor. Yep, that kind of stuff, that kind of decision making is what I'm talking about.
They were preparing
like,
the chambers for cryogenic.
Let's try to push these buttons at the same time. Go.
Locks exposed on cell 1.
There we go.
Ship is ready. Transporting. Nice work. Let's get these guys out of here. Transporting now.
All right, do the last one. Somebody pressing the button. Okay, Widow going.
Chambers on cell 4.
Let's go.
That was the last one. Thea's got them all
Yeah, it's
back
like
in.
what they built
All checked out.
in terms of designing the characters. Like this Thor,
It's open.
I would be cool with this version of Thor being the definitive Thor for, like, you know, Marvel gaming. So like this is the voice of Thor. This, you know, in major games. So like if you want to do something separate, like a Ultimate Alliance or Midnight Suns or something like that, and you want, you know, to have a different, you know, vision for Thor, it's like I would be cool with that. But it's like I feel like they delivered a pretty solid Thor, you know, a pretty solid list of most characters, and it's like I feel like that can be kind of picked up and taken somewhere else. So it's like, you know, obviously Avengers is going to end here, but it's like some of that groundwork can be picked up and taken to another, you know, future project. Like Thor's gameplay, you know, his mechanics and everything is like, you got a solid foundation there. Like they definitely put time, thought, and effort and care into developing the gameplay for most of these characters. You know, people like Captain America are a bit under-leveled, so it's like he's nowhere near as powerful or as efficient as he should be.
Set countdown
But-
initiated. In. Set countermeasures. Clean email as a backup
Didn't mean to
plan.
do that.
Which bioscanner did you just activate?
Good question.
All right, we pressing the buttons.
Welcome, Dr. Rabatini. Triplicate info required.
Let's go. Did we press the button? All right, we go. So yeah, like stuff like this, being able to fly fast without losing health or energy or anything like that is like, this should have been from day one. And the fact that they said they couldn't do it and then eventually did it on the way out is crazy. It's like shenanigans like that is why the game has so many, you know, problems and such a negative perception, you know, initially, because it's like, what are you doing, bro? Like, why are you making gaming so difficult for something that's so simple? Like, I know for a fact you can do it. It's literally just tweaking stats. Like, that's literally all you're doing. He can fly fast, and all you're doing is not making him consume energy to do it. Oh, well, it's our game, and it's hard, and all this other stuff, and it's like, bro,
All right, kid. You can die.
like, do you not see that your game is failing, bro? Like, the game itself is failing. Like, why are you making it even less fun? Like, it's already a process trying to play this stuff, and you're making it that much harder by making everybody go slow and be underwhelming. It's like, it's a superhero game, bro. Superhero. You're supposed to be dynamic. You're supposed to be doing things that don't make much sense. It's a superhero game. I'm going to cover the Suicide Squad game when it comes out next year. Yeah, I'll try to get a copy and everything. I know a lot of we're going to start having more discussions about Suicide Squad as well, because I know a lot of people are still looking forward to that and interested in that. But you know, like I said, I don't have high expectations for that game, given how we've already kind of seen them stumbling. So I'll wait to see, you know, when they come back, how you know, how they reintroduce themselves, what the delay was able to produce. But I'm not holding them to a high standard. If that game tumbles out, you know, and falls flat on its face, I won't be surprised. I won't be celebrating it or anything. But it's like, I kind of see the writing on the wall. So hopefully they can pull something off behind the scenes to get that project back on track. I don't know if, you know, removing the live service aspect is what they need to do or anything like that, because I don't particularly have a problem with that. I just, you know, I know that's not really functioning well in terms of, you know, superhero gaming in general. So people are not responding well to that kind of stuff as of right now. Where am I? Okay. I guess Widow made me invisible. Super invisible. Get out of here. Easy peasy. What's good, Chocolate Ice? How you doing? And if you guys just popping in, dropping a like helps, and subscribe if you're new. You think they can give us War Machine or even a last DLC to end it? They are not giving us anything else. I wish they would have reconsidered that. So it's like given the fact that the game officially loses support at the end of this month, and they put out the final update in March, that gives you a nice little window to work on a little bit more content. You know, as on your way out, you could have put something together, a small little package of more than just free skins on your way out. But you know, that's honestly, like I said, they were genuinely just tired of working on this game. They didn't want to keep doing it. They were tired of the criticisms and stuff like that, and they just slipped out the door and was like, all right, let's do Tomb Raider. And it's like, hey, that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. Okay. Where's my Devourer? Oh, that's why I had that on for defense. Okay. Let's do it. Let's switch it up. Let's play the other OLT. That's a little quicker. Seemed like they wouldn't listen to any suggestions. Yeah, like I wouldn't say they didn't listen to any suggestions, because they did. That War Machine outfit showing up at the end of the game, that was a suggestion. Like I said, I don't know how many other people suggested that. I know me specifically. I know I suggested that, you know, to them personally, and I'm glad to see that they were able to do that. I'm glad to see people, you know, were appreciative of that. Like I said, it's like when I first saw it, I was like, that's dope. I'm glad they did it. And then it's like, but it's just a skin. God damn it. War Machine could do so much in this game. he could have did so much. And it's like, that's money and resources they just don't have. So you got to pay for a voice actor. You got to pay for motion capture. You got to pay for assets and all this stuff. And it's like, it's just crazy. Everybody ready up? Let's go. 9:52. Hey, under 10 minutes. I doubt that's probably a world record, but it's definitely clean. Also, what makes me sad is that all the voice actors who recorded voice lines for heroes that never made it in the game will never get to see how the fan base would have I mean, damn, I swear I'm blanking on everybody's name. It's the end of a work week. What is the voice actress name for She-Hulk? She was in Gotham Knights. She's been in a ton of other stuff. But, you know, you know she would have killed it. And, you know, She-Hulk, to not launch that alongside of her show that everybody was talking about is like, that's Krazia Bajos. Thank you, Lewis. It's it's crazy. It's absolutely like it's maddening. It's maddening how crazy that is.
Everything up and running?
And it's
you're in for
you
a
know,
treat.
that's what they did. Oh, we'll surprise them with Jane Foster. Who the kind of surprise is that, bro? Like that's crazy, man. It's like, you know, asking for a PS5 and getting an off-brand dollar store version of a PS3. It's like, what are we doing? how do we go backwards so bad? And it's like, to their credit, they did the best they could to make her feel different and stronger than Thor and all of that stuff. But if I have the option to choose between a unique She-Hulk and a clone of Thor, I'm going She-Hulk every time.
Aim squad, dead ahead.
We got everybody. Fair warning, I have 900 defense. I do good damage though. Yeah, I'll switch up my stuff once we get to the nobody present. Once we get to the final boss, I'll switch up my gear and throw on, like, really go crazy with the range damage and heroic damage. She-Hulk's a clone, a Hulk clone of? No. That the stuff they were working on for her was different. Now she was being outsourced, so you know they had a different design layout for her. It was not going. She-Hulk doesn't fight anything like the Hulk, so to make her fight similar to the Hulk, like if you think all She-Hulk is known for is punching and throwing rocks, you're just not familiar with the character, and it's like that's fine, but it's like no, she's not a clone of the Hulk outside of being a female version of him, but she's far more athletic. She's far more finesse based. She incorporates a lot of wrestling techniques and athletic attacks and things like that. It's like you can have, you get far more range to play with, and experiment with She-Hulk than you do with the Hulk. When honestly, their version of the Hulk, leaves a lot to be desired. You could do a lot more with the Hulk than what they managed to do here. But I understand you're developing, 5 and 6 other characters, so it's like you're doing what you can. Grab some time. Yeah, it's like if you take a break from this game and just kind of read, because that's honestly what I had to do. Is like I just had to take a step back because it's super disappointing to see it go out the way that it did, and it's like, man. It's like I would have been more on board with making changes in leadership, and well, honestly, like I said, it's not even that at that point because it's like they made changes in leadership. You just made the wrong changes, so it's like the people you're giving a voice to is like they're literally the worst people. Yeah, I'm out of practice. I'm late in.
Hi. Any chance you guys are just gonna let me open this case and call it a day? Nope. Do it yourself. You know what? I'm just gonna take you out and then do it anyway.
Yeah, like more takedowns for bigger enemies, team takedowns. Like it's a superhero game, guys. Like let's do superhero stuff, please. Yeah, it's like honestly, given public response and perception, superhero gaming or multiplayer superhero gaming specifically has been just underwhelming. A lot of people, like the general public, is underwhelmed with a lot of what they've been offering. So Avengers, Gotham Knights, you know, people. It's like, man, first of all, you're being compared to other stuff. Like the combat in Gotham Knights is fine, but it's like, could it be faster? Could they have taken more, you know, inspiration from Arkham? 100%. Like 100%. But you know, it's like I understand wanting to do your own thing as well, and I feel like, you know, as developers, they should have that freedom to explore that. But if, you know, you also have to take the bad that comes with it. So if people aren't really feeling what you're putting out, you know, it's like, hey, you gotta. That's a part of it. That's a part of that risk. So when they developed the combat for Arkham Knight, that was something most people hadn't seen before, and it ultimately ended up changing the industry. You know, so much so you're seeing elements of it here in this game with takedowns and things like that, and free flow combat. The head's down.
Dead. It's tearing the universe apart.
Drop down. Alright. Let's do this. Yeah, it's like
No idea. Lots of words I did not
knowing Spider-Man 2 is on the way is definitely refreshing. They know exactly what they want the game to be. They know exactly what they want to do with the story and the characters. And I'm all about it. I wish it's crazy. Like, no matter what the game is, it's like there's going to be a ton of stuff they can do more. Like, there's still a ton of untapped potential to do more. But, like, okay. Say, like, what the hell can I throw my hammer? Yeah, it's like, you know, I'm trying to convince people this game isn't bad. It's like, I would never do that. Like, if you made it up in your mind this game is bad, like, I'm not fighting that battle with you, bro. Like, if you don't like it, you don't like it. Saying it's the worst game ever is like, all right, well, we got to have kind of a discussion about that, because I've seen worse. Trust me. All right, let's just shoot him. All right. Let's get it. Avengers is so good. Yeah, bro, like, if you enjoyed the single player content, there's even stuff you can enjoy about the multiplayer content. You got a variety of characters that play, you know, distinctly different from each other. You, like I said, I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, the combat, 100%. Like, just learning the combat, I remember, you know, really first getting hands-on with the game, going in the harm room and just figuring out what the best play style is for each character. For me, and it's like Captain America has some of the best gameplay in the game. He has the lowest DPS out of all the characters, and it's like, that sucks because he's a fan favorite. It's like, how did you do Cap so bad, bro? How did you do Cap so bad? And it's like, again, it's just tweaks and changes. You know, just changing the damage output. You just couldn't get it. You know, so much of the stuff they said about the game became a meme. So soon, saying content is coming soon, and we can't say anything yet and stuff like that, because, you know, they honestly don't know when the hell stuff is coming, because they don't know what's going on behind the scenes. It's like, it's crazy. And having to go on camera and try to answer questions about stuff like that is crazy. But it's like, pivoting away from She-Hulk because it was leaked is crazy. That's like Fortnite changing a whole season because, hey, people found out about what's coming. It's like, what are you doing, bro? Like, they're still excited for it. You know, people still want it. You know, so it's like, and when you release the official marketing and branding for it, they get even more excited because now, hey, the leaks are real. It's official now. So it's like there's literally nothing you're losing or not gaining from people already knowing what you have planned. They don't know when the marketing is officially coming. They don't know, you know, what you're going to put together in terms of gameplay and all of that stuff. So it's like you still have plenty of room to surprise people. They don't know when it's coming. They just know it's coming or what's coming. So, hey, Captain Marvel's coming. We don't know when. We don't know what she's going to look like, what's going to happen with that and stuff like that. But, you know, here you are. You know, here you are with a janky Jane Foster because we pivoted away from She-Hulk for no reason. And it's like decision makings like that, you know, the bright ideas is what killed this game. Bad bright ideas. But like I said, it's a beautiful game, bro. Like the graphics, the detail, they definitely, you know, accomplished a lot with this game. But as far as like meeting expectations, like that stuff, I'm gonna play with Winter Soldier after this because I want to show off some of the cool stuff he can do. Like finding out stuff that you can do with the characters, you know, for yourself instead of seeing it all in marketing is cool. So finding out you can share the Hulkbuster was so cool to figure out in game, you know, because it's like I had nobody expected that. You can literally share the Hulkbuster with other characters in the game. That's dope. That's a dope addition to the game. Alright. 2-5.
Will that buy you enough time to get control of the bridge?
I'll work with whatever you can get.
Yes, but I'll take it.
Awaiting third code verification entry. Awaiting fourth code verification entry.
Alright. I think their business was was a bad idea when they decided to do everything for free. Yeah, but it's like there are people who agree with that idea because they simply want the stuff for free. So it's like you're championing. Oh my god, you're rooting for that idea because you're benefiting from it selfishly, but it's like in the long term that the game isn't sustainable. Like you can't sustain a business by giving everything away for free. And I don't know what the logic was. Like I don't know how that made it past planning because that makes no sense. And I guess the logic was, well, we'll be different. That's one way we can stand apart from everybody else, by being different. So we give away content for free. This amazing content that takes over a year to make, we're just gonna give it away. Oh no, we don't have any money. Yo, Alien Father, what's up? Man, Mrs. Fire, where you been? Where have you been? I haven't seen you in a while. Hope everything's been good with you. Back playing our favorite game as always. Jane, can you grab time?
Awaiting fourth code verification entry.
Alright, I'll go on a time spree. Yeah, it's like you're playing with time travel and dimensions in this game and stuff, and it's like you didn't do the fact that you bogged everything down to aim. You gave yourself every avenue to get away from aim, and you tied every road back to aim. It's crazy. Well, I've been in the cut working, trying to figure out a new schedule that fits around my new work schedule. And I finally found, you know, some time in the morning, sometimes in the evenings, and some time on the weekends to, you know, get things produced, you know, put together videos and streaming time schedules and things like that. a lot of it is off the cuff right now, but you know, if I see an opening, I go for it. So it's like, you know, I know most of my subscribers probably don't know I exist anymore, but I'm still around and kicking. I'm working my way back up, climbing out of the hole YouTube put me in. I keep forgetting how to do the speed boost. Like I haven't played in that long. Like I keep pressing like left stick, right stick, and falling out of the air, and it's like it's X. Yeah. It's simply X. But yeah, I'm gonna be playing the Spider-Man games real soon on stream. We're gonna be running through Spider-Man Remastered, Miles Morales, all of that ahead of the release of the game next month. Like those games definitely still hold up. Spider-Man is definitely still a ton of fun to play. I know it's becoming cool to hate on it and criticize Insomniac for, you know, different nonsense reasons, but bro, that's still one of the dopest games on this platform. Spider-Man game, too many villains. Avengers had less villains. Yeah, it's like planning. Like they didn't have any plans to give you MODOK in multiplayer, which is crazy.
It's opening.
Alright, take this off.
Super adaptive. Defend Project Omega.
As you wish, Dr. Rappaccini.
Okay, yikes. Looks like this new killbot is a big Avengers fan. The shield, the hammer. Gonna guess you've got some rockets hiding back there?
Hey, AIM has control of the bridge. We can't open it unless we get it back.
Probably don't even need to do all this. I remember this used to be a challenge. I remember the days when this used to be a real challenge.
Here, there are no more.
I'm sure if they could use half of the money from Forspoken to Avengers, we could have more characters and a better game. I mean, at some point, it's not about the money. It's like, because if you know what you want to do, you know how to best spend the money that you're going to be using. And the money for this game was just all over the place. Like, you know, bad marketing, nonsense, all kind of stuff. 150K hit on the boss ad at 155 isn't bad. Hey, get that damage. Get the damage. Avengers was a game at launch I hated due to bugs and core mechanics not working, but as they fixed things, I grew to enjoy the game. Just wish we saw more stories and characters like Wanda and Steven. Yeah, that's what everybody wanted from the game. Like the story content wasn't the worst. That really didn't start getting bad until towards the end. But you know, again, it's like they did a commendable job with most of this stuff. It's just you disappointed a lot with some of the decisions they made. But yeah, it's like planning is a big part of gaming. Like this is why it takes so long to get certain games off the ground in general, because the planning has to be there. Like like you really have to know what you're trying to do, what you want to do with your game specifically. And it's like if you're not in tune with that vision, you're going to have a bad time. You're not going to be successful in whatever you're setting out to do because you don't know what you want to do. So one minute we want it to be this, the next minute we want it to be that. Infamous Legacy, the man I just was speaking about not too long ago. What's good, bro? One of the elite raiders and, you know, overall players of this game. If you want to know how to play this game, if you're just finding this game or you're just pushing go and picking up this game and you want to know how to level up fast, you want to know how to build your characters, you want to know what gear to chase and things like that, check out Infamous Legacy. He has you covered on all of those fronts over there, 100%. And one of the dopest people in this community. He's still raiding over there. I saw you raiding, I think, like a week or two ago. I was at work, so I couldn't catch the stream, but when I got off, I saw it. I'm like, oh, man. Glad to see bros back in the mix. Like I said, bro, like we can talk all day about, you know, what this game should have and could have been. Matter of fact, let's go. let's go to that the last piece of content. One of the last pieces of content we got. No Rest for the Wicked. One of the most misguided ventures they took up, you know. Like, imagine not doing this and actually putting those development resources into a new character that mattered. Or new content that mattered. So we're done with the game. We're going to be ending in September. Let's not do that. Give them Jane. Give them cloning labs. Give them the Winter Soldier at the end of the year. And then let's dedicate that time and resources towards something fun. Whether that's patrol mode, Captain Marvel, a new, you know, final campaign or whatever. Allocate those resources to that. So instead of, you know, designing a janky new mission that doesn't do anything, it doesn't even give good gear. Doesn't even give good gear. Like this was a complete waste in every way. Outside of here's something new, but it's like you're fighting in similar environments. The story is redundant, and it's like, what are we doing, bro? Like, what are we doing over here? And it's just, hey, yeah, it's like you can introduce King, you can introduce so many people, you know, with just dimensional, you know, and time concepts in general. It's like that paves the way for so much. You can bring so much in this game. And it's like, I just don't know, man. I mean, I know they weren't thinking in that capacity. Couldn't believe it when I saw that they were giving Hive Mind gear for... Absolutely. It's like, what are you doing? Like, what are we doing? What is the point of this content? They should have been giving out cloning lab gear to prepare for cloning lab. Or something that benefits you in cloning lab. So MODOK, he requires you to have a different status effect or something like that. And you can only get that gear from farming No Rest for the Wicked or something. Simple concepts. And it's just like, bro, wait till we get to that part. I never even see the clones. Like, we barely even see the clones for Monica on my side. I don't know if you guys get a lot of clones. The clones die as soon as they spawn. Like, as soon as they spawn, they die. I sent that over to the developers as a bug. Like, hey, maybe you guys can fix this. To this day, I only get nothing. I just get Monica in the 2 Exos. Suffering from success. Bro. I don't even want to talk about Ant-Man and Doctor Strange and all of that stuff, because it's like, man, bro. Remember when regular gear with the cloning lab perks, like, tragic. But it was exciting at the same time, because you at least knew they were working on it. Like, all right, thank you. Something new is in the pipeline, and then it just went away.
Maybe it'll be something that won't shoot everyone in the face this time. Like a pool.
Yeah, I'm thinking we're playing cloning labs visually. I'm like, where the hell are we running to? Like, I don't even know where I'm going. You guys go. I'll follow you, because I don't know where I'm going. It's like, I don't even know what we're doing. Bro.
What if this is a trap? Be prepared for anything.
Yeah.
And you won't be surprised.
That rocket spam, and that's what I'm saying. Like, for every negative, there's a positive. So it's like they left the rocket cheese in. They left a lot of the Iron Man cheese in, and the raid and things like that. And they, trust me, they knew. They definitely knew.
That's our target.
You had a specific developer who was fighting to keep that kind of stuff in there. Yeah. If you're familiar, if you watched me during some of my latest streams, before I took a break, that developer's name consists of 2 initials, so you know who that is.
Ready to do your thing, Jarvis?
But yeah, he's the reason, like, you know, the game is as fun as it is now. A lot of those changes that we asked for that they didn't do when we were asking for, that actually made it in that final update, that's the man who fought for it. Kate should have been Batman, and Jane should have been Wanda. Batman. Ant-Man. Okay, I get you. I was about to say, like, I mean, I'll take Kate Bishop with a cape. You know, throw a big flappy cape on her. Switch it up. She kind of would look like the Huntress from DC. But man, it's like I was so excited for Bucky. Like that's what I'm saying. Like that's how much I enjoyed this game and what they can do with the characters, because it's like no matter who you announce, honestly, I'm excited for it.
That sounded like a
Like
bad,
100% just genuinely excited for it.
Inherently good order.
but it was a bad one, right?
It appears so.
Just get that door open.
Right away, Captain.
Can't hit what you can't see.
Yeah, I'm not even shooting anybody.
Try this on this side.
Access grant.
Get inside.
Okay, we got everybody. Yeah, it's like I'm running around with Winter Soldier so long. I'm like, I'm not even shooting anybody. Like, you got this cool gun mechanic, and I'm not even shooting anybody. Remember the Winter Soldier cheese when he first dropped?
Jarvis, anything showing up on your scanners?
One moment.
That was crazy. His gun cheese was absolutely
Was
crazy.
able to create a rough layout.
Fun while it lasted. People were mad that they, patched that out, but it's like that's crazy, bro.
Seems Monica.
Bro, yeah, they definitely patched out Black Panther's cheese. I'm shooting ice bullets? What is this build? Yeah, I've just been trying out stuff. Range cryo grenades. Cryo bullets, and alright. I guess I'm running cryo. That's on the offset. Cryo and vibranium. Alright. I'm speeding.
Scans show the power current is being
Oh, you meant fast in terms of speed. Yeah, Black Panther's the fastest character on feet in the game at this point.
Ghost from the past.
Yeah, it's like Black Panther's gameplay is dope. He's underpowered. Like they gave him a boost. He got a nice boost with a lot of his heroics, but people like him and Captain America, you really want to get in and hit hard, because they can. Same with the Hulk. It's like it shouldn't take me like 10 punches to beat up a dude that's average person, and you're using the Hulk. It's like, bro, what are we doing?
Up ahead.
Oh, let's make this quick.
Howard. Up. Here to help. Heads up. Airstrike coming in.
Damn, I don't think that. How do you trigger the grenades? I forgot how to trigger the grenade. Okay, is it L2 and square? Okay. Alright. Come on.
Right, cut. There.
There we go.
Diverting all power to remaining.
Yeah, it's like this would have been a better environment to fight MODOK, honestly. You got some fall hazard, he wakes up, get out of the tube, and you just go at it from there. Like, we honestly didn't need all that other stuff. What's happening? Talking about showing cool stuff, I'd forget how to play with the man.
Clear the chamber, now.
Young Hoff. Hey, I put some respect on Young Hoff. See, everybody's not Young Hoff though, so it's like for the average Black Panther player, you're not going to be doing that kind of damage, so he's going to be underwhelming. Yes, but yeah, those hero buffs definitely helped out a lot of the characters. I'm mostly speaking from just like look how long Spidey was punching people with pillows before those updates and stuff, and it's like, it should have never been that to begin with. What does Spidey's range attacks look like? I could play with him next. Yeah, it's like, in the right hands, every character in this game is a beast. Captain America, there are limits to how far you can take him, but, like I said, he's still very skilled, that is the thing. Like they set this up like it was gonna be a confrontation or something. Oh, Monica ran away. It's like, how the hell did she run away, bro? What did you take? He disappears now because it was too janky. It's like, what are we doing?
Brace yourself.
Lewis doing crazy numbers on the boss. Like the storytelling just went dead in the toilet, man.
And helping Monica?
I thought we had 5 people. I'm like, how the hell are we doing that?
Or she brainwashed him again. I don't know which is worse.
Either way, we still have.
Like, look at this gear, bro.
If we can
Look at this gear. This is the gear. This is what they say you deserve for playing this terrible new mission, man. Hive mind gear. This is what you get. With a Jarvis barrier. Like, get out of here, bro. But, you know, that is the Avengers in a nutshell. Just misguided decisions. Let's switch over to Spidey. Anything I want to switch up with him? Couple dope recolors. And I remember people being so hyped for some of these costumes during his showcase. Once I saw that black suit wasn't happening, I'm like, bro, that's tragic. Let's go with their iconic design. I think they did a really good design, you know, for him. I don't know what the hell we're gonna play. I guess we can do another quick OLT. Yeah, I gotta wrap up in a few minutes, so OLT sounds decent. This is fun. Like I said, it's always fun coming back to something you enjoy and you know, genuinely love and just talk about. It's so sad, bro, that it's just honestly just so sad that they couldn't do better by, you know, what they set out to do with this game. Like, there's so much stuff they left on the table, and the fact that it didn't, you know, cease or die because of, you know, monetary reasons or anything like that specifically. It was just honestly apathy. So it's like, you know, the team still working on it just didn't want to do it anymore. Ready up. Let's ready up. There we go. And it's like, man. But, you know, they were ready to run over the Tomb Raider. They were like, hey, Tomb Raider is our bread and butter. That's what we want. Hopefully that does well for them, because it's not looking good over at Embracer right now. I think Amazon is actually publishing their Tomb Raider game, so they might be a bit safe from whatever's going on in Embracer. They had a big deal, like $1 billion deal with Saudi Arabia fall through, and they are making some hard budget cuts and studio shutdowns over there. So wishing the best to anybody affected, you know, all the developers affected by the recent shutdowns and layoffs over there. But, you know, like I said, hopefully they find better success by sticking with, you know, Tomb Raider. They switched over to Unreal Engine.
Oh, you're in for a treat.
Oh yeah, this definitely feels weird coming from playing Marvel Spider-Man. But okay. So what? All right. I was so surprised to see them go with giving Spidey the cloud swinging. Because, you know, as much as they talked about, you know, being, you know, grounded and realistic and all of that stuff, it's like I didn't anticipate something like that. But I feel like they knew at the very least, like, you can't have like limited swinging for Spider-Man. Like, if that's what you're gonna do with him, you're gonna piss people off even more than you already did by limiting him to just one platform.
I expect they won't be the last.
Miss Fodder, have you been playing Avengers lately, or did you
Aim squad dead
get it off your system to make space for something else? And if you haven't been playing it, what have you been playing? Same question for you, Infamous. What have you been playing other than Avengers? I know you played some Final Fantasy. Alright, I didn't know what was happening. The Hulk is laughing. There's a fire in the elevator. I didn't know what was going on. Like, Hulk is setting fires in here. Like, what's happening? We got the bunny slippers. Like, it's crazy. We didn't start getting a lot better skins until they started outsourcing. So going to studios or people, developers outside of their own studio to get develop skins and things like that. That's why they were showing up more consistently, and the quality went up like a lot. Like that tells you everything. Like when we're doing it in house, we're getting a lot of recolors and just crazy designs and concepts. You outsource, the world opens up for you. Not terrible. How did you guys feel about his homemade suit in this game? Wish we had the symbiote suit for the... Bro, when I found out they flat out got told no about that, it was like, Jesus. How did you get told no for a Spider-Man skin when you have an exclusive deal to have him in your game? Like, what is that? Like, how is that a thing? Mobile games have the symbiote skin. Midnight Suns has the symbiote skin. You got told no, and they came to you specifically and asked you to put them in your game? What is that? How do they tell you no? How was that not a part of the negotiations? Like, hey, we need access to all these skins if we're going to put him in our game. That should have been a part of negotiating from the jump. Like, you do not tell us no. But they saw money on the table and said, we'll take it. And then started asking questions afterwards. And it's like, it's too late. It's not how it goes. It's not how the game is played. Oh man, now I'm fighting against my instincts from playing the actual Spider-Man game. Alright, good job. Hope you deserve 2% credit. I did all the work, obviously, as you all saw. I've been clearing all my Final Fantasy backlogs. Looking forward to completing Final Fantasy VI, and I can't wait to solo focus Spider-Man 2. Man, bro, like that game is about to consume my life. I'm going hard on it. While trying to enjoy it. Like I said, the second I beat it, I'm playing it again. Like, I'm New Game Plusing it up. Hopefully that's available from launch, because I know they didn't have that ready to go with the original Spider-Man in 2018. I'm about to say the Warbot. Where's the Warbot? But yeah, Spider-Man 2 is definitely my game for the year. Like, that's what I've been looking forward to the most. I don't give a damn what the internet says, or, what whoever isn't a fan of it says. Like, that's my game. Did I just fill the energy bar back up? Did you guys see that? Bro, I literally just waved the energy bar back up for that. Alright. Where am I? What's happening? Get out of here. I got mixed feelings about Spider-Man being the only character who has air takedowns. I feel like that, you know, is dope, but at the same time, that mechanic should have just been introduced once he got added to the game. It's like, I want to zoom over there, but it's like, you don't do that in this game. Lewis is down. I got you. Arcade's got you. The web shield was a nice touch. But, yeah, I forgot somebody asked how does he shoot in this game. He shoots very poorly. We'll say that. The camera is not your friend in this game.
Target the eye.
So what's the Omega weapon?
No idea. Lots of words I did not understand. But if you're right,
Not?
have to destroy the bridge.
I'm glad you're finally on board. Wait, what?
Yeah, it's like something. Another cool thing they could have did with, like, you know, the futuristic, you know, alternate dimension stuff. You got old man Hawkeye in the alternate future. You could have teased old man Logan. Like, you could have made Logan a thing in this universe and set him up. You know, like, hey, Wolverine is out there. Oh well, this is an Avengers game, not a Wolverine or X-Men game. It's like Wolverine was an Avengers. He's one of the more famous Avengers. What are you talking about? So it's like to say stuff like that while claiming or bragging about pulling from, you know, this vast history of Marvel is like, how don't you know that? Like, no one on the team knew that? Because everybody I said that to was confused at the prospect of Wolverine joining an Avengers game, but somehow we were all on board with Jane Foster. It's like, what the hell are we doing, bro?
trap her weapon in one timeline before it causes any more damage. Not too much.
Like, Wolverine is a much more well-known member of the Avengers than Jane Foster and Winter Soldier will ever be. Q Mr. Rage, what's good? How you been, bro? Hopefully the streams and everything been treating you well. What we got? What we got? Alright. We definitely got to make this last a little bit quick. I gotta go get a haircut. The controller or the plates? Nope, I didn't put in for any of that stuff. I just want the game. I mean, I still got time to kind of put in for it, I think. Might change my mind. Thought about getting the collector's edition. Yeah, I don't know. I like I said, I've been busy with work and stuff like that, so I'm like, I just want the game. If it gave me the game early, I would have got it. It's not giving me the game around now, so it's like, I'm all right. Yeah, let's zoom.
Sensors are picking up a tame cache close by.
You messaged me, Preach. Let me see. No, I haven't seen any messages from you. How you? Oh, what's up, Preach? I'm sorry. I'm looking on Discord for you. I'm sorry, Preach. Shout out to Sky Preacher, man, bro. Hope you've been feeling well. Hope everything's been going good for you. So sorry my sub did not go through that. Well, next week. No good. No worries, Preach. No worries, bro. Always glad to see you still, coming through. Appreciate you as always. What about you, Q Mr. Rage? Did you get the controller or the plates? Legacy, you just got the plate. I mean the controller. Yeah. Actually, they kind of got me wanting to get some of my own, like something custom made on my own, like some custom plates, a custom controller. But we'll see. Like try to get something with a bit of Miles and a bit of Spider-Man in there. You got the controller and the model. That's what's up. Come on, Elevator. Let's go. Let's go. We got 10 minutes to finish this, so I can burst out. Two.
Code verification sequence time reset. Unauthorized personnel detected. Terminate with extreme protocol.
Get the Avengers out of that chamber. Now, Jarvis?
You've triggered the alarm system. You'll need to disarm the security terminal.
Right.
Yeah, it's like definitely see what people were talking about with this. His mechanics feeling clunky compared to
I'll take it.
the original Spider-Man game, the Marvel game. We got casual Avenger merch coming soon. Hey, yeah, I can get some some merch in the works. It just feels good to be back. Being, creative and stuff. Like when I first sat down to work on a video, it's like, man, first of all, it took a second to remember my editing setup and everything. But, once I got past all of that, it's just like, just sitting at work having ideas for what I want to talk about or, videos I want to make and stuff. It feels good to be back in that place. You play Wayfinder? I still have to check that out. Deeper Depths streams that. I have no idea what that game even is.
Initiating next queue.
Oh, danger. Come on, Spider-Man. So we got 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Awaiting third code verification entry.
Alright, 4 is ready.
Awaiting fourth code verification entry.
Yeah, like stuff like this, it's fine. I feel like you should only do this one run though, and then just, have to fight waves of enemies for a bit. I would rather fight, or defend the platform for X amount of times while waves increase, and then you get to the final boss. Waiting for this bar to fill up and all that stuff. It's tedious. I can't wait to be back soon with the content creation. I've been working on my game room and stream setup. That's what's up, bro. Can't wait to see it. Alright, let's do this.
Critical energy levels detected. Tachyon alert inbound. Vault unlock protocol.
3. I've got 3.
Awaiting second code verification entry. Awaiting
got
third
5.
code verification entry. Awaiting fourth code verification entry.
I grab time. Let's
Final code verification.
be brief with this
Code
adaptoid.
verification sequence time reset. Final code verification complete.
I missed it. I missed when the OLT was actually challenging though. Like when he splits apart and starts attacking all at once and stuff is like trying to figure out like what the hell is even going on was fun. I definitely appreciate a challenge in superhero games. Like I don't like, you know, boss fights and stuff to be super scripted and formulaic. But it's like, you know, once you know, scale up to a certain degree, it's like this fight becomes like absolutely a breeze. And the only challenge is playing it by yourself and seeing how fast you can beat them. Skip.
Super adaptoid. Defend Project Omega.
Alright, I don't know what gear I have on. But what the hell is it?
Can't
Oh.
open it again unless we get it back.
And that is all she wrote. You guys probably can't see it. I got bit by a spider on the arm at work the other day. Sadly, I didn't get any powers. Like I tried to stick to the ceiling. You know, I jumped off the Sears Tower and everything. It's like if I didn't have web shooters, it would have ended badly for me. But I was disappointed. I thought, you know, Oscorp spider had found me. Unfortunately, it was a regular old spider. So same old casual, and not spider casual just yet. But this was definitely fun, guys. I appreciate everybody who came to hang out. You know, everybody who came through and showed some love. Captain, Lewis, Champagne, Poppy, appreciate you guys squadding up with me, running around in Avengers. But this is where we're gonna wrap up. I gotta head out the door and go get a haircut. Look for me tonight on the After Show podcast, where myself, Sadat the Gamer, and Jay Shock Blast should be live. I'll check with those guys just to make sure we're still scheduled for tonight. But a pleasure as always. Definitely appreciate you guys still coming through, hanging out, and showing up and showing love to the channel. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. We'll be doing more Avengers streams in the future, as well as Spider-Man and other games. And I'll still be putting out regular videos, as well as sharing news that I come across and things like that. So definitely appreciate you guys. Can't thank you enough for helping, you know, support the channel and all that you do, and just, you know, vibing with me and, you know, helping make my days, you know, a little lighter than what they have to be. Appreciate you guys, and I will catch you in the next one.